Random assault. Wait, no.
No, it's not. It's career suicide.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Uh,
Episode what? 359?
379.
Oh, 379. Oh,
I thought it was 377, and then I went to my show notes folder to check and see, and it was not.
I saw the Snyder Cut.
Yes, please talk about the Snyder Cut, so we don't have to talk about how the Game Grumps are canceled.
So, did you ever see the original cut of it?
No,
The
God,
Whedon
no.
cut?
Why?
Oh,
Why would I do that?
hey, another creep in Hollywood. Joss Whedon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You didn't hear about him?
No, what did he do?
Like, allegedly, he sexually harassed every single fucking woman he's ever worked with.
Oh wait, when did this come out? Like years ago?
Years ago and recently, and it keeps happening.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
He's
he's just
getting
gonna
brought
be
up.
in fucking cancel purgatory forever then.
Yeah, because I'm talking about the Buffy guy, by the way. I always get their names mixed up between it's Josh Whedon and there's Joss Whedon. I think he's Joss Whedon.
There's no way there's a Josh Whedon. Are you kidding?
No, isn't that the guy from Star Trek?
No, Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
Joss Whedon and Will Wheaton.
They
Yeah,
they both suck, but Josh
They
Whedon
do.
could save his career if he got the word faggot tattooed on his forehead.
I believe so. No, but so like the young. I don't know if you ever watched Buffy, but there was a character introduced later on who was the younger sister of Buffy, who ended up being like some kind of ethereal. It's whatever. But that actress apparently either was told, or there was a rule and stated that he was not allowed to be alone with her. She was like 16, so
Excellent.
hey. So a guy who actually wrote strong women characters that everybody liked was a creep.
What about the guy who what about the guy who wrote fucking female characters that get like raped or whatever, or wear like schoolgirl outfits?
They're also creeps.
Yeah, I know, but how was his movie? Was it better?
Yeah, I didn't watch the original, so I can't say. I did fast forward through some of it and just caught. It did look very different actually when I was just fast forwarding through the original version after watching this new Snyder cut.
Yeah.
And even there's some scenes that are like, yeah, I stopped on a scene that had like the classic Josh Whedon wit, which I mean none at all.
Oh, okay.
And
So it was like, hey, fucking M&Ms, am I right? And then he's fucking
it
throwing
was, it was an exchange between Superman and Aquaman said they were both on the floor, like through like indented in the floor like Yamcha.
Yeah.
And Superman goes, "Yeah, you're right." And Aquaman goes, "About what?" He goes, "I wish you're right. I wish I was dead." And I'm like, "Okay, I get it."
Okay, that's funny though,
Superman was
because
dead.
we all wish we were dead.
Yeah. No, so this cut is 4 hours long.
Mm-hmm.
The first hour, I was just like, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't understand what any of this means, because it's just like he split it up into like parts. I think it's like 7 parts.
Okay.
So it's
yeah,
like
no,
it's
I,
like
I saw someone streaming some of it, and I did see that shit, and I was like, oh, okay, this is like in chapters, like
yeah,
a video game.
because it's
right.
there's this part that apparently was because Christina had seen the original, but she hardly remembered it. But she did say that she didn't remember this big scene, this big battle scene between like it was like in ancient times between Darkseid and everyone else on Earth. You know, the men, the Amazons, and what do you call it? Aquarians? That's not right. Atlanteans.
Yeah.
Atlanteans. And I was like, wow, Snyder really wanted his own Lord of the Rings, didn't he? And it's basically what it is. But so it's like the first half hour, the first couple of parts are like just kind of setting up how sad everybody is that Superman's dead.
Right.
and then like the worst, I'll just right away, I'll just say the worst parts of this movie, which there aren't that many parts, thank God, but it's when they cut to Lois Lane being sad, because I didn't see Batman versus Superman, and I won't. But in Man of Steel, she has like literally nothing to do. And in this movie, she has literally nothing to do except be sad that Superman's gone. Yet they keep saying that she's the key, to everything. Like that's an actual line, that Lois Lane is the key to everything. And I'm like, how? She doesn't fucking do anything. She doesn't do anything at all. Nothing. The only thing that she can claim to do, that you can claim that she does,
It's fuck
is when,
Superman.
well, yeah, because there's like a pregnancy test in one of the drawers. But anyway, but when they bring him back to life with the mother box and I don't know, some kind of yellow piss water in his ship, in the Kryptonian ship. He comes back and he's all fucked up and crazy. And he only stops being fucked up and crazy when he sees her when she shows up. And I'm like, all right. I mean, yeah, okay. But then they say, like, I was like, okay, I guess that's what they meant. But then even after that, they go, someone says that she's the key, and Aquaman goes, well, yeah, the key to Superman. And he goes, no, I think it was Batman saying it to Wonder Woman. And he goes, no, I think she's more than that. She's the key to everything. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I feel like that was in the original movie too. That sounds like a line I've heard before. Not that I've seen the original, but
yeah, because I think I remember our Red Letter Media complaining about that. But like, so anyway, like the first hour or even maybe the first 2 hours, it's just like, just kind of dumb and like dumb stuff's happening, and I'm making fun of it. Christina's making fun of it. We're going like, man, this is so stupid. But I wasn't like angry.
Yeah, you don't really watch like a true blue Zack Snyder movie to like get angry at it. Like, I love 300. I still think 300 holds up.
No, Man of Steel, I'm still mad about.
Okay, well, I didn't.
Like, don't. I'm still extremely angry about fucking Man of Steel because that's like some of the stuff I was bringing up because they're talking about how they kept saying how Superman was such a hero. He was a hero. I became the Flash because I don't think he said this, but like people were saying like, oh, Superman was my hero. He's my idol. And I was like, oh, when did he become your hero? When he destroyed Metropolis or when he destroyed Smallville?
Right.
When he was fighting the other Kryptonians, it's like, or was he your hero when he basically killed everybody because he couldn't figure out how to take the fight outside the city? Like he does all like. I guess there's an argument to be made that he was new at this, but like he's so smug. This version of Superman is very smug. And I don't like that. I don't think that's right for Superman. Now in this movie, when he comes back and he's like normal and he's like kind of talking to everybody. And then he finally fights. It takes a while for him to show up in this movie.
Well, yeah, it's 4 fucking hours long.
Yeah, when he finally shows up and starts taking care of business, you're like, yeah, that's like, okay, that's cool. Like, I couldn't help but say that's pretty neat when he's just kicking Steppenwolf's ass. Like he's just whooping his ass, but at the same time, he's got this like kind of smarmy look on his face, and I'm like, well, I'll take this Superman over the fucking like brooding Batman-esque Superman and like Man of Steel. Like I'll take that over. I'll take this over that.
Right.
So again, it's not my favorite Superman, but it was better than most. Not better than most. Better than the last two.
It's a nice middle ground between brooding and Boy Scout.
Yeah, which I like Boy Scout Superman. So whatever. Well, yeah. But no. So Batman in this movie, he's trying to get the team together. And he's not broody, and he's actually talking about like having faith that Superman will help us, and like having and all this kind of stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, huh, that's different. And he's not broody, so all right, that's fine. I was like, okay, just a different kind of Batman. And he's not an asshole. He's actually nice, and he's like cracking jokes and stuff. I was like, okay, I can deal with this. The Flash is goofy, which he should be, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Aquaman's like a badass jerk, not a jerk, but I mean, well. He's rough, he's a diamond in the rough. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. I can get that. And Wonder Woman's boring, which is that's correct. So all the characters were fine. That's why I don't really have a problem with this movie because all the characters were correct enough that didn't piss me off. And when stuff actually started happening, like in the last 2 hours, when they start actually taking the fight to Steppenwolf and trying to figure out how to stop him. And figuring out like what the mother boxes are. Oh, I'm sorry, Cyborg's in this movie too, which apparently he was cut out of the entire movie in Whedon's version, probably because he's a racist on top of being a creep.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying that out of allegedly. I'm saying
no, but
allegedly.
Was like Cyborg not in? I thought he was in the original.
Christina said he wasn't in it that much, and apparently the actor even complained about a lot of his scenes getting cut out.
They probably did that so they could sell it more to the Chinese.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fuck.
So. Cyborg's basically what he's supposed to be. He's a whiny brat until like towards the end of whatever he's doing, and he has an arc. I mean, that's pretty much anything with Cyborg.
Yeah.
I think his design, I think he's way overly designed. And I don't like how, and this is in the comics, like this didn't start with Snyder. This is apparently from New 52. So this is for a few years now where he's part mother box. Like his father brings him back to life with help of the mother box.
What is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. The mother box are, I guess it depends on the continuity, but essentially the mother boxes are what Darkseid and the people of Apocalypse use to like teleport between worlds. They use a boom tube.
I was gonna say, is that a boom tube?
Yeah, the mother box is what creates the boom tubes. Now the mother box. I
only know boom tube from that fucking clip from the other podcast we all used to listen to, where he's like, "You disabled the boom tube."
Oh, you've destabilized the boom tube. Yeah, but like apparently now, or maybe they've always been able to. The mother boxes can do a hell of a lot because in Young Justice they have mother boxes, and mother boxes are what also creates what it brings back Cyborg and turns him into a cyborg.
Yeah.
There's another character who is essentially. Well, that's a spoiler. Never mind. Anyway, mother boxes can do are like Deus Ex Machina type devices now. But when you in this movie, there's 3 mother boxes that were left on Earth when they fought Darkseid and sent him back to Apocalypse. This is like thousands of years ago. So then that's like the shtick of this movie is that Steppenwolf is trying to find these mother boxes that he can combine them, which will then destroy Earth. Which is kind of stupid, but doesn't matter. Apocalypse in this movie's okay. I mean, like he's definitely been done a hell of a lot better pretty much anywhere else I've watched.
Right. I mean, so Steppenwolf is like still the main bad guy in this movie, or what?
I meant to say Darkseid. Yeah, Steppenwolf is like working for Darkseid. He's not really in the movie that much, but apparently he wasn't in the movie at all in Whedon's version.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I thought I just remember about Whedon's version, Steppenwolf being like the main bad guy, and I'm like, I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Steppenwolf was just another he's like a lieutenant of Darkseid.
Okay.
There's also like Granny Goodness and now see what's weird. Christina made a really good point, and anybody who knows this will know. I'll explain to you. Steppenwolf is acting more like Calabash would. Calabash is Darkseid's son, and he's not really his son. There's another. I forget the name of the other planet, but it's from the New Gods.
So it's like how fucking Gamora is the quote daughter of Thanos, right? I guess.
Well, there was a child exchange between. Again, I'm forgetting the name of the other planet. But there's these 2 planets, Apocalypse and this other planet, that have been locked in like eternal war. And for a peace treaty, they exchanged sons. And he got Calabash, and the other guy got I'm forgetting their names. There's so many names.
Yeah.
But Calabash is basically the guy who's always trying to gain his father's approval, Darkseid, because he's not really his son. So Darkseid treats him like shit, but he's always trying to do everything he can to gain his favor. Right. Now, that's what basically Steppenwolf was doing in this movie. Like he was cast out because he because of his pride, he tried to do something for Darkseid that he didn't approve of, so he cast him out, sent him to Earth. So he's trying to get back in favor. So that's basically a Calabash move, but instead it's Steppenwolf, which is fine.
Yeah.
But what I found a little interesting about this, so they changed his design entirely. But there's scenes with Steppenwolf where his eyes get like big and watery when he's like talking about Darkseid, and I was like, huh, he actually has emotion. Like that's not a lot. It's not like a character trait, but like I was like, damn, he like really cares. Like I was like, I actually,
buddy, I do not kiss fags.
Well, look, I would kiss Steppenwolf. No, but like I thought that was actually you. That's pretty good.
Does your mom know you're gay?
Yeah.
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 So anyway, I was like, that's interesting. At least he actually has some kind of character.
I gotta get that on the fucking soundboard, by the way.
Just us saying yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I can do a lot of things.
And I'm basically explaining the whole movie at this point. But no, I was gonna say Darkseid isn't that great because when he shows up in that fight, they tell the fight that happened thousands of years ago. He's just like a brute, and I was like, well, that's lame. But I guess he was younger back then. But now he's like the Darkseid you're like used to. But I forget his name. He has like an advisor character that I'm blanking on the name, but he looks at Darkseid at the very end of the movie and says, "I told you, Steppenwolf would fail you." And I looked at Christina, and we looked at each other, and Darkseid goes, "Yes, you were right." Blah 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 blah. And I look at Christina, and I go, "Man, Darkseid would have just Darkseid we know would have just killed that motherfucker like right there. Like you do not say 'I told you so' to Darkseid. There is no fucking way. You would never say that. That's why Darkseid's so fucking badass, because he is just, you do not fuck with him. In Justice League, like I never read the comics, but in Justice League Unlimited, Superman nearly kills Darkseid. He breaks his one rule. And that's what I mean. That's why I was never really mad at Snyder for having him kill Zod. It wasn't the fact that he killed Zod that I had a problem with. It was because the tone of the movie made no sense for why he'd be so upset in that moment.
Right. When
they literally killed thousands of fucking people during that fight, and then all of a sudden he cares. It could have been done better. But like, no, like he's in the Superman series, Darkseid invades Earth, fucks up shit. Superman fights him, fucks him up, sends him off, sends him packing, and Darkseid goes, "Okay, you've won, but victory isn't without its price." And he uses his Omega beams to straight up murder one of these cop guys, like right in front of Superman. Yeah. Basically to show him, like, look, I'm way more powerful than you can ever imagine, and I'm you got lucky this time. You better pray I never come back, because now I'll be ready for you, because he just didn't know. He underestimated Superman. So next time, Superman he hates Darkseid. Like, it's the only guy that he would ever, like, he actually hates that he's ever fought, and he nearly killed him. Batman had to pull him off of him. like that's how badass of a bad guy Darkseid's supposed to be, that he can even make Superman break his one rule.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know, they fucked up. But I don't know. This movie has its problems, and if you're like a guy, like if you're a big fucking faggot nerd like I am, you'll find a lot of things to pick apart. But really, it wasn't that bad, and I was actually kind of shocked at how much I enjoyed it towards the end. Because there was some, like, the fights and stuff towards the end, I was like, that was pretty badass. That was cool. So
yeah,
whatever. So I think I ranted for a little too long on that.
No, it's fine. It's a big deal. Why the fuck was it shot in 4:3?
I don't know, but I actually forgot. I like didn't notice that was happening after a while. At first, I turned it on because I saw someone mention that on Twitter, and I went, "They have to be joking."
Yeah.
And then when I turned it on, I went, "Oh my god, it is in 4:3. What the fuck?" But then you just don't notice it after a while, because I watch a lot of stuff like that anyway.
Yeah, it's not like a huge deal. It just seems like a weird decision.
It makes, now that I think back on it, it makes the movie feel small, but like not in a bad way. Like, it makes it feel like the stakes are high, obviously, because he's going to destroy the world. But I feel like it not being in widescreen, like a lot of the scenes are really just characters like talking and like trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
So it's actually like a widescreen maybe would have just made that look weird. I don't know if it was an artistic choice or not. Maybe it was just because of the cut he had. I don't know.
I mean, apparently it was an artistic choice according to that screen I saw on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
It's to commemorate his artistic vision or whatever. Not that I give a fuck. It's just like,
I thought it was all going to be in black and white.
What? No, it's not fucking the like black and chrome version of Fury Road or whatever.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know about that.
Oh, you didn't know about that shit?
No.
Yeah, there's a version of Mad Max Fury Road you can buy that's in black and white, or black and chrome, I should say.
That's cool.
Yeah, I would totally watch that in black and white.
Yeah. So anyway, I do recommend Snyder Cut. It really. Oh yeah, even the stuff at the end with because again, they say Joker's in this movie. Jared Leto's back. Oh fuck! I left the flashlight on when I was behind my computer. It's just whenever he plays the Joker, he's literally only the Joker for 3 minutes.
Right. Because he's done so much method acting. If they let him do more than 3 minutes as the Joker, he's gonna fucking destroy the set. He'll die.
Yeah, he'll kill somebody. But he was fine at the end when they actually had his stuff. He was fine. Now, this is a spoiler, so like skip ahead like maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, if you care. But he there's a line that Batman says to Joker, because Joker's like pushing his buttons and all this kind of shit. And Batman looks him dead in the face and he says, "Oh, by the way, this is like a flash forward. This is like one of Batman's like premonitions again. So I don't know. Like, I wish they would just make this movie because like him wearing the trench coat out in the desert with like the ruins of Gotham around him, like it's cool. Right. I wish they would just make that fucking movie because I would actually watch that and probably enjoy it. But anyway, he's like, you talk about all the people have died in my arms. When Harley Quinn was dying in my arms, her last wish to me was, when you killed Joker, and by the way, I will fucking kill you." And Christine and I looked at each other and we went, "No, Batman doesn't say I'll fucking kill you. What the fuck is this?"
Did he say fucking, like, was that the one F word they got?
Yeah. No, he literally says to Joker, "I will fucking kill you. That's a promise," or something like that. But he says, "I will fucking kill you." That's definitely, I remember that for sure, for certain.
Yeah.
And Joker's like he was handing him something, like a card. And you see Joker's hand after he was done talking, and Joker's hand is shaking a little bit, and then he goes, "You almost got me. That was good. I could see why people are afraid of you." And I went, oh, okay. But we were both relieved. We were like, "Oh, Batman was just fucking with him. Oh, okay. He was just trying to scare him." Because I was just like, what? Batman, like, only like Frank Miller's Batman would say, "I'll fucking kill you." Like, it was just so dumb.
I forgot about the Dark Knight Returns and in Ether Server. He went to a comic book store and he saw a statue of the
Frank like old
of
man
that Batman and the Robin, and he's like grooming a twink, and I'm like, actually that's a chick. He's like, what? No, it's just really faggy, right? I'm like, nope.
No, it's a girl.
It's a chick in the Dark Knight Returns. I don't even read comics and I know that.
The tank actually made a appearance in the movie.
Yeah,
just as like an Easter egg. It was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't like Frank Miller's Batman stuff. I don't like it at all because I find it like, if people are saying this movie's edgelordy, it really isn't.
Well,
maybe in
Frank
the beginning,
Miller
but
is like the fucking king of edgelord shit.
Yeah, like
what
Snyder...
did he do besides 300 and Dark Knight Returns? Sin City, fucking.
Yeah.
I never read Ronin, but
like Snyder, like this movie isn't. It's not edgelordy like in like it's not teenage edgelord. It's more like teenage like angsty. Like he's definitely he's like an angsty teenager in a 50-year-old's body for sure.
It's like one Linkin Park song away from being a fucking Michael Bay movie.
No, it's not even like I wouldn't even call it a Michael Bay movie because there's like fights and stuff. But
I'm only saying that because Michael Bay like famously used Linkin Park songs as the credits for fucking all the Transformers movies.
What was really funny though was there's like some sad music in this because they're all sad about Superman's death, and I go, oh, when are we gonna hear "It's a Broken Hallelujah"? That song. And Christina goes, "Well, no, he can't do that. He already had that in Watchmen." I was like, "So fuck what?" So we're skipping through the end credits because I just want to see if there's anything at the end. And I hit play because it was almost at the end of it. And there's just like warbly fucking screaming like woman at the end. And I start and Christina was distracted. And I started recognizing the lyrics. Yeah. So I grabbed her and I looked dead in her face and I go, I did. I grabbed her by the arm. I was looking at her, staring at her, and she goes, What? Broken Hallelujah. She started laughing. She's like, I can't believe it. He fucking put this song in. What the fuck?
But it was like a weird vocal cover of it. Like,
yes.
Like when Wolfenstein 2 did We're Not Gonna Take It in the worst way possible.
Yes, exactly. God, it was bad funny. Too. It was really, yeah.
It was like Florence and the Machine or something.
Yeah, and I don't know. But I was probably staring at her for like a good 30 seconds and she didn't know what was happening. She thought I was gonna die or something.
Yo, yeah. You should have faked your death right there. And then when she leaned over to be like, "Oh no, you died of eating a bagel or whatever," you just go, "It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah."
It was pretty funny.
Finally joining the fucking upper echelon of movies that use that song, including Shrek and fucking.
Yeah. I know.
I forgot that song was in Shrek until you said Cold and Broken Hallelujah. I'm like, motherfucker, I only know that song from Shrek.
I actually forgot that was in Shrek also.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah. So yeah, there's other DC things that I would recommend like light years before I'd ever say
like pretty much all of the animated shit.
Yeah, anything else before watching the Snyder Cut. But if you're going to watch the Snyder Cut, even Celine Sutherland watched it. She just texted me. She was like, "That was pretty good." I was like, "Yeah, I know." It's fucking weird. It was actually pretty good because everybody was ripping. I mean, who wasn't ripping on this when they heard about it?
Well, I mean,
except for
the original was
DC,
so bad.
Yeah, and you know, except for like DC fucking bootlickers, everyone was saying this was going to be shit.
Even when they had the like release the Snyder Cut thing, and I don't know if like Red Letter Media started that, or if like they jumped on it. But I was like, you know what? Yeah, if there was like stuff that was left on the cutting room floor, I like Zack Snyder enough that I would watch a fucking extended cut of this fucking movie. I don't know if 4 hours is gonna fucking justify it, but like.
Well, we took a break in between because like like I said, the first half of this is like I wouldn't call it brutal, but like when there'd be like times where you're like, oh okay, they're finally getting going, and then they would cut to Lois Lane, and I'm like, oh, God. You know, and like they cut to Lois Lane one too many times. Like, I mean, she's only in this movie for probably 10 minutes, but they cut to her like at the third time. I looked at Christina, I was like, I gotta take a break. But it was like literally like we were at the fifth part was just about to start. And I was like, okay, we're like halfway through this. We could take a break. Yeah. You know, watch a fucking episode of King of the Hill or something, and then get back to it. But we watched it all Saturday. Like we started in the morning.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I mean, like I said, honestly, I recommend it. I think people should watch it. Because my one friend, even he thought the first one was okay. So I'm like, oh, you should watch this one then, because this is actually pretty good.
Huh? Interesting.
There's even some cute moments too, like between the characters. Like it's not devoid of humor. That's what I was really worried about. Was that it was just going to be like devoid of any humor at all, and it's not. There's actually some like cute character interactions, especially from Flash. Flash is pretty funny, although again, this movie's very predictable. If you've seen or read any DC stuff, like you know what's gonna fucking happen.
Right.
I'm actually surprised Flash didn't die in this movie because he dies in everything.
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, isn't he basically that character?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, but he's kind of like that anyway. Like, they might have taken a lot of inspiration ripped off his version of Spider-Man from the Marvel movies, but like Flash has always been a bit goofy, a bit of a jokester, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah,
a bit of a trickster, you might say.
No, that's the other guy.
Oh, yes.
The trickster is one of his Flash's rogues gallery.
Wait, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, look him up. He was actually, I'm pretty sure his name's the Trickster. And
I'm not even going to mute my mic while I type this in.
He was played in live action by Mark Hamill, and Mark Hamill voiced him in Justice League.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
How is this real?
Is it the Trickster or is it the Prankster?
Is it the Trickster?
Yeah.
So I made that fucking joke.
I didn't know you made that. I thought you knew about the Trickster and was fucking around.
No,
That's funny.
I just thought of another word for Joker and didn't realize that DC has the fucking creative fucking faculties of a.
Well, there's like 3 or 4 characters across Marvel and DC that can stretch. They don't have a lot.
Wait, that's his power.
To stretch? No. I was just using that as an example. No.
Yeah. So like what? Plastic Man and then fucking
Elastic Boy. I don't know. There's fantastic. There's Mr. Fantastic, Elastic Man, or Plastic Man, and I forget the other ones. But anyway, no. I think the Trickster, he just has like pranking stuff. I mean, he's basically the Joker.
No, I know. I'm looking at him.
I like DC, but really
the Joker, you know what the Trickster looks like based on these pictures? He looks like the ghastly grinner from fucking Are You Afraid of the Dark, but without like the fucking jester hat. He literally, like, some of these pictures, I don't know what this is from, but he looks like fucking Jim Carrey's Riddler in some of these.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good Christ.
He's like but the scene in Justice League is really funny because he's like I was gonna say, like, the only rogues gallery that's worth a damn is Batman's, and then Superman's, because Superman's got Darkseid and Brainiac and Lex Luthor, but and what's his name,
Mr. and Mrs.
Metallo.
Oh
yeah. I mean, Superman's got a good rogues gallery, Batman's got a good rogues gallery, then everybody after that.
Well, you don't like Captain Cold?
No, I
don't like the.
Well,
Manta,
I do,
whatever his fucking Black Manta, whatever his name is.
Again, I actually no. Black Manta is pretty badass, but I don't know what they are like. I don't know what they're like in the comics.
The fight with Black Manta, the fights in Aquaman with Black Manta were cool. I saw
actually
that
kind of like that movie. It wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't terrible. It was fine.
The only one I haven't seen is Batman v Superman. Like I just refuse to watch that one.
Yeah,
that's the only one. Like I've seen pretty much all of them, and the only Marvel movie I haven't seen, well, that I refuse to watch is Ms. Marvel, or whatever her name is.
Oh, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it's just boring.
Yeah, and like I didn't finish Ant-Man 2 because it was pretty crappy.
I heard it was bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that was like one of the bottom tier ones, but I didn't see it.
Yeah. But anyway, oh fuck. Oh yeah, there's a Justice League episode where it's called, I forget the name of it. It's like Flash Day. So Batman and I wish I could remember the character again, because again, it's that guy it's a New Gods character, but I can't remember his name. It's it must be Justice League Unlimited then.
Huh.
Batman and that character are helping Flash out in his city because it's Flash Day, and they're dedicating a museum to him.
Yeah,
and he invited everybody on the Watchtower, but everyone was too busy except for Batman and this guy, and this guy didn't want to go. And Batman said he'd go, and he starts talking shit, and Batman just looks at him. He's like, "Well, okay, yeah, I guess I can go." But so anyway, there's it's Flash's rogues gallery are all hanging out in a bar. And it's like Captain Boomerang, like they're all captains. And actually, there's a joke about that. No, literally, there's Captain Cold, Captain Boomerang.
No, please, hold on.
No, I'm serious.
Come on, don't. What do you? Come on.
I'm serious. And then there's another one.
So fucking gay, dude.
I know. And then what's the other one? It's
Captain... What the fuck? Hold on. I'm gonna send you an image. I desire context, and if you don't know what it is, I'm gonna have to go to Zach from Nude Clan with it. Send him.
I think it was Mirror Man. So he might not have been a captain.
Trinity.
That's Captain Boomerang.
No, he's wearing a dress.
I know he doesn't look like that in the cartoon though. He's wearing the hat, but he's not wearing that dress.
I'm gonna send this to Zach from Nude Clan without context at all. Just be like, and you tell me comic books are cool.
But he goes. But anyway, they're all trying to kill Flash, and the trickster's there with them, and they just like ignore him. Like he's trying. It's like, well, what if we just cover the floor in boogers, and then he goes into a big pie. He's just coming up with dumb prank shit. They just ignore him, and he's like at a bar. And Flash is looking for the rest of them. So Flash says, "Oh, hey, trickster." I think he actually called him by his real name. And he goes, "Do you know where the other guys are?" And he's like, "No." And he starts talking about it. He's like, "No, I bet they would have listened to me if I was a captain." Their names are Captain. And then, he's talking to him, and he goes, because like they're like Batman and the other guy were gonna like punch him. And he's like, no, I'll handle this. He's like just being nice to him. He's saying like, "You're off your meds, aren't you?" It's like, "No, you're wearing the suit." "Well, look at that. I guess I am." He's like, "Why'd you stop taking your meds?" "Well, I don't need them. I just take them when I'm feeling down." That's not how they work." "Okay." And he's like, "Now look, if you tell me where the other guys are, I promise I'll visit you in the hospital. We can play darts." "Okay." And he tells him where they are. He's like, "Got me again, Flash." It's just really funny. And again, it's voiced by Mark Hamill the whole scene, so it's great. Also, great. It opens up with him. It opens him with a shotgun that shoots acid that has a nose at the end, and he calls it a snot gun. So it's a shotgun.
God,
it's pretty great.
DC's so goofy, but I kind of love it regardless.
Justice League and Justice League Unlimited are top tier fucking.
Oh yeah, I remember liking them when I was a kid.
Yeah, those are fucking. They're better than anything before and after. Like I would say, they're even better than Superman and Batman the Animated Series. Because they're just, it's more characters, and they were into their groove at that point. They knew how to write the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want more like laser focused episodes, then yeah, you'll watch Batman or Superman. But if you want like an ensemble, then you definitely got to go with Justice League or Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, I gotta rewatch Justice League, the show, and Unlimited. I remember.
Yeah. So the Superman cartoon is actually on HBO, which is nice. I wonder if maybe they'll release it. Maybe it'll get its own Blu-ray release, because both Batman and Batman Beyond have Blu-ray releases now. It'd be really cool if they did a Superman one, because all it's ever had is a DVD.
Yeah.
Even Justice League and Justice League Unlimited have a Blu-ray release,
No
which
shit.
is lucky, because I was watching, when I was rewatching Justice League, the last DVD I had in one of the volumes just did not work. Like one of the episodes, it would just skip right to it would like skip that episode, then the next episode, and then get to the middle of the other one. It must have been damaged somehow. So yeah, luckily they're on Blu-ray, so I was able to pick it up again. But yeah, I love those shows. Yeah, I gotta start listening to this new Clan. Does he talk about this stuff on the show?
He's probably going to talk about the Snyder Cut on the next. We record once a month, and then they split it up and put out like a new episode every week. Like we record 4 episodes in a row. First Sunday.
Oh, that's a
month,
good idea.
And then just split them up. So it's like the first episode's just talking about whatever we watched, or played, or experienced. Second episode.
Oh, but then he has like actual
review.
Topics.
Yeah, second episode's game review. Third episode is just like looking over dumb fucking video game articles and making fun of them, and then the fourth one's just where we listen to voicemails or answer questions. And that's malleable. Like we could have 2 game reviews a month, but it depends on how many of us are actually able to all beat the same game in the space of a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad the Snyder Cut's so long, because I would tell you like, oh, he would probably watch it with you.
He already watched it a couple times, so he probably.
Oh
would.
my god!
But
okay.
I know for
he's
a fact,
a real. He
fan. Loves DC shit, dude. He's way in. No, but they also, every time a new video game movie comes out, they review it, which means that now I'm gonna have to watch that Mortal Kombat movie when it comes out. So
I want to see it.
I do want to see it. Don't get me wrong; it looks cool. I think it's a little corny that they have like a new character and it's like, oh, he's got a birthmark that looks like the logo, but it's just like.
No,
whatever,
that's
Hollywood.
Fuck. Yeah, no, that's stupid.
If I got mad at every stupid thing like that, like what happened with the Sonic movie, then I would never be happy. So, and I actually,
again, it's just they're doing that. Oh, I know. They're doing that just to appeal to China. I know last episode got fucked up, but did I talk about the Monster Hunter movie? Because I did see it.
No, but I have really quick. I have been watching a YouTuber called Filmento. He's the guy who does like the Anatomy of a Failure series. I've been watching a lot of his movies or his videos, and I actually just today watched the one on the Monster Hunter movie. So please tell me how that was, because it looked kind of shitty.
It is. There's like I think I watched it with my friend who is a big Monster Hunter fan. So I had to like ask him. I was like, so like. Basically when we talked about it, he's like, no, a lot of these monsters are pretty spot on. Like, it's cool as a Monster Hunter fan, it's cool to see this, whatever the big dragon thing is called.
Rathalos,
it's cool. Yeah, it's cool to see him moving around on the big screen. I mean, in a movie, I mean. But like, as far as it being a movie, there is no story. Yeah. Absolutely no plot. Like, I don't know why the trailer focused so much on the military stuff, because they're literally only in the first 5 minutes in the movie, then they all get killed except for Mila Joan, the Melvin Bowman bitch.
Yeah.
She is like a sergeant, or she's like the leader. I don't know exactly what her rank would be.
Captain?
Yeah.
At least based on what I heard from that episode that I watched. Yeah,
so... And I don't even remember how the fuck they even got there. I don't know if it was like an isekai situation where they like went through a fucking portal or something. That's the right term, right? Isekai?
Yeah. It is an isekai for sure.
Yeah, so and then like I even talked to, you remember Reinhardt? He was telling me, he's like, I wouldn't say it's, I think he said something like, I wouldn't say it's a good movie. Oh no, he said this isn't a horror movie exactly, but the stuff with the spiders is pretty scary.
Yeah.
And the stuff with the spiders is cool. Like, all that stuff is cool, but there's no story. Like, there's nothing going on in this movie. There's nothing that won't make you care. You don't give a shit about any of these characters, and there's hardly even any dialogue.
Yeah.
It was definitely a movie made for foreign markets.
Yeah. He was comparing it to the movie Love and Monsters, which is kind of a similar thing, and how that movie works better because like it has a good escalation of like the situation is getting more and more dire, and also how like the main character of that movie is fighting this sort of like protect his like quote new family in this world and try to like keep the world from taking his family away again. Whereas apparently in the Monster Hunter movie, like she's just trying to get back to some husband that she apparently has because she has a wedding ring and nothing ties back to that whatsoever. And apparently she tries to go back into the monster world again anyway at the end of the movie, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Like what's going on is like, you know, she gets dumped on. You know, they end up, I guess it's a planet or whatever. She ends up on this planet with her teammates. They all get killed.
Yeah,
and she's just trying to survive. But then the other guy, the guy who's been there, rescues her, but they don't like each other, like because they don't understand. Like neither of them speak the same language.
yeah.
So they're just, you know, adversarial, but they're, you know, they have to stay alive because of all these fucking monsters. But like there's like glimmers of, this is how like the first couple hours of the Snyder Cut were. There was like glimmers of like interesting shit, but buried under just dumb crap. I know I was just saying I recommend the Snyder Cut, but like the first couple hours are kind of like,
It's like recommending One Piece. No, dude, it gets interesting after. Well,
I
maybe not One Piece, but like
know.
Naruto. Like, no, dude, it gets so good once you get to Shippuden.
I know, but I mean, like, it's not like I would say it's dumb and it's not like anger inducing, but like
Yeah.
Monster Hunter is the same kind of thing. It's like there's the parts that were interesting were when they had to work together and train and they were becoming friends. That stuff was cute because there's like a scene where they're he's showing her what like they could eat because, you know, everything like will kill you, I guess, in Monster World. And she just happened to have her rations, so she had like she had some chocolate and she had chocolate and he had some kind of like crazy like alcohol.
Yeah.
And they're like trading this stuff. They're like, you know, oh, try this. And he goes, whoa. And, you know, he gives her the chocolate and he's like, oh, this is good. You know, so it's like, it was cute. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, it was almost like they were human in that moment. But like everything, they're just machines, like trying to survive and like fighting things that are 1,000 times bigger than they are. It's like completely unbelievable. And then at the end, towards the end, that's when they meet all the other characters who are just in the movie for 5 minutes because they're just trying to set up for a sequel.
What, Ron Perlman and
yeah, and the rest, and they just fucking like. You're supposed to you're just supposed to immediately care about these characters because at the end they fight this giant fucking dragon, and you're just like, okay, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care if these people live or die. I don't know who they are. Who cares? Like, but like they're characters from the games. So I guess if I was a fan of the games, I'd be like, oh, I know that character. I clapped when I saw her. You know, that kind of shit. But it's just such a blatant like, oh, the Chinese will love this.
Yeah.
Just a waste.
And they didn't apparently because there's a Chinese joke like what? Like a few seconds into the movie?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, apparently, let me look this up. I don't want to misquote it. Monster Hunter Chinese joke. Let's see.
Yeah. Mila Jovovich came up. She just stood up and she like squinted her eyes to the side. She took her fingers and she was like, "Oh, me Reiki, long time."
Oh no! Apparently, it was removed from the movie. So maybe the version what did you watch it streaming or?
We watched an acquired version.
Okay. Well, anyway, the live action Monster Hunter movie has been pulled from theaters in China over a controversial joke. Let's see. Involves a scene where two soldiers are talking to one another. One of the soldiers asks the other, "What are my knees?" Then he follows up by saying Chinese. That's it, by the way. That's it. The Chinese got offended by that.
I doubt it.
Apparently, I don't know.
No, I mean, I don't think the Chinese cared. I think their oppressive government was like, no.
Oh yeah, probably. That's a way more realistic take on the whole thing. But we gotta stop Asian hate, Matt. We got to.
I know.
You know,
you're right.
We haven't heard about the months and months of Asian hate crimes being perpetrated by people of color over the past few months. But, you know, we got to do it now because that one place got shot up because the guy was like a weird Christian fucking zealot.
Hey man, like it's all white supremacy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who did what. It's always white supremacy.
It's always white supremacy.
And it's always
it doesn't matter.
Specifically.
It doesn't matter that Dan Avidan is a Jewish guy. He molested those girls because he's white. What am I even talking about anymore?
Hey, look, all I know is that you're single-handedly trying to wipe out the proud African American race
I
by
am,
dating
and
by
by
dating
God,
a black
I'm
woman.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
One baby.
Did you know
time.
Did you know you're racist for dating a woman of color? Well, you are.
Is that actually a take? Is that a thing people are saying now?
Apparently, they did that. They were doing that to Bill Burr.
Oh, to Bill Burr! Yeah, fuck, I forgot all about that. Holy shit, dude.
I love that Bill Burr. Like, neither of them give a fuck. Like, Bill Burr's like uncancelable.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
He won't apologize. You can't cancel people who don't give a fuck.
Yes, look. We were in a server. We were in a voice chat a couple nights ago. 2 women came in with some.
Well, already.
I know.
Fuck that.
I know. But they've been cool this whole time. But
yeah, because they were lying in wait.
No, it wasn't them that was the problem. Well, I guess it was because they brought this guy, but it was a gay French guy that came in with them, and
wow,
we were just
wow, just 2 for 2 right there. Gay and French. Come on,
trust me, I know. But then like it got into a big conversation eventually, where like I don't remember how. I don't remember how the conversation got to this point, but basically the guy who owns the server was saying like, yeah, we pretty much set the stage early on. Like as soon as someone joins he always posts a clip from like, I think it's Tourette's guy going like, probably a fag. And this French guy was being like, there is no situation in which you can use that word and be right. You cannot use the word faggot. But then like later he said, I wish I'd come up with this when I was still in that voice call, but he was just like, also I'm gay, so I can say it. So it's like, oh, so there's no good situation where you can say it or you can say it. Like, you got to pick one. But anyway, basically, like, I listened to them argue back and forth for a while, and we were all being very civil. We weren't trying to, like, bully this guy or anything. But, like, eventually, I just had to speak up and go, like, wait, did anyone actually call this guy, like, the F slur? Because, like, I don't think anyone did. And, like, technically we didn't. They were just, like, telling a story about what happens when people come into this server. But it's just like, dude, context and fucking intent mean everything. And it's just like, we're talking this way because this is how our normal vernacular was before the world went, like, bonkers. I didn't say it that way, but basically I'm implying, like, we grew up talking this way, and we don't mean any ill will, so chill the fuck out. But basically the point I'm getting to is, like, I just refuse to apologize. That, like, the girls were like, I mean, yeah, you can say whatever words you want, freedom of speech, whatever, but it's disgusting. I'm like, yeah, I'm disgusting. Call me disgusting. I don't care. Like, yeah, I'm not backing down from this.
I got scared because Turbo used the N-word on Twitter, and that like actually it was like an incantation to make Black Lives Matter icon people appear in this thread.
Yeah, what? I missed that. What thread?
There was no thread. There was no thread really. I mean, I
thought someone got into like the chat, and I was like, "Are we done?" Like,
no. I tweeted about Jordan Peele, right? That's his name.
Yes.
The only black guy.
I just said yes, not knowing whether or not that's the fucking guy you're talking about.
The only black guy in Hollywood who did your favorite movie.
Yeah, the new only black guy in Hollywood.
Yeah. I was watching an old clip of the Key and Peele show, which is like was funny. It was that I never knew it was supposed to. So it's his head on a baby, and it's like goo goo gaga. I want milk. You know, it's weird and it's funny. Yeah. I didn't realize that was supposed to be. Oh damn it! What's his name? Forrest Whitaker. It was supposed to be Forrest Whitaker as a baby.
What?
Yeah, it's look. Trust me, it's a funny clip. So I just posted that clip on Twitter, and I said, why was he so good at writing comedy with horror, but he's so bad at writing horror? Because I don't like his shit.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't. And Turbo comes in and says, it's because his idea of horror is wondering. I'm going to misquote him. It was something like, his idea of horror is wondering if his white liberal friends are calling him an N-word behind his back. But he actually wrote out the word.
Yeah, no, that's funny as shit. Because it
is funny.
That is true. Like the entirety of that fucking Get Out movie, basically.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, and he also wrote something like his sister went to college and she was telling him how. Also, he was saying something like only white people find him funny. Black people, the black community don't think his stuff is funny.
Right.
And he said, I'm only saying that because my sister went to college and she just noticed that they're all watching in a room and no black guy was laughing at all, but all the white people were laughing.
Yeah, well, that's because
And
to white people it's a comedy movie, to black people it's a horror movie. So you can tell.
well,
Who's
not the
white and who's
movie.
black
I
by-
think the show. But yeah.
Oh, Key and
The
I don't.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, Key and Peele. But like I've seen Key and Peele skits where it was like comedy, but like horror comedy, and it's always been really funny.
Right.
But to me,
Well, you're
this
white.
person, this person,
And by that I mean
has
you're
black-
Jewish.
right? I am. So yeah,
Yes.
get it straight. This woman. Well, actually, I don't know. They had it was a profile that only had 55 follows, 5 followers, Black Lives Matter banner, an icon, and their pronouns, and they were supposedly a freelance journalist.
Oh, so they're worthless. Got it.
Just pops into our public tweet chat thread
Yeah.
and says to Turbo, "Oh, the black community, what are you, their ambassador?" And had posted a gif of a donkey with its ass stuck in a fence. A jackass.
Yeah.
Now, I got terrified because I'm like, who the fuck is this? Because it wasn't one of my friends, wasn't his friends. I was like, what are they is there like a word search? Like they just search for the N-word on Twitter?
Obviously.
I mean, it was scary.
No, that's all these
like,
people fucking do. They search for that word on Twitter to find white people to cancel. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah. So I was like, then
They're
that's
not
when
following those people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's why I went to our chat and I said, abandoned ship, they found us. And he said, I blocked them immediately. And I'm thinking like, well, no, I can't block them because then they'll know. They'll be like, oh, I got blocked. Oh, I got them. Or so I just responded to their comment and I just wrote, that's a big ass. And they wrote, I know, right? And laughed, LMAO or whatever. And I was like, and then that was it. I was like, whew, whoa, dodged a bullet there. Because
what?
We're not doing anything wrong here. We're just trying to have fun, but I don't want these people fucking coming after me.
No, of course not. Jesus Christ.
It's terrifying.
I
Like
mean,
I can act all tough and shit while we're talking about like celebrities being assholes and like they deserve to get canceled. But like these people are these people are crazy. Like they will go after anyone.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a constant fear in the back of my fucking mind that these people find the fucking show and try to fucking dox us or whatever the shit. But it's also like, I'm not going to apologize for saying shit on the show that I think is funny, even if it's offensive. That's just
no, and that's the thing. I wouldn't have apologized either. I would have said
no, of course, but it's the unfortunate reality that we live in such privileged times that these people need to find a fucking boogeyman to fight off because otherwise their lives are filled with absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And like life is just so fucking good right now. Even with all the corona horse shit, we live in an extremely enlightened, very like, again, they use the same word, privileged time. Like it's a good time to be alive.
Yeah,
everything is super fucking convenient. We don't have to wait for anything anymore. And people have gotten complacent and now they're like, well, got to find a new thing to rail against because like, I mean, it's not like racism doesn't exist, but it doesn't exist in the same way it did like a century ago, even half a century ago with the fucking civil rights shit. It's like, but of course, if the media keeps bringing all this shit to light and you only pay attention to the Twitter highlights, then yeah, you're going to assume that the whole world's burning the fuck down.
Yeah,
but it's just... Yeah,
I do not watch the news anymore. I just stopped cold turkey after the fucking election.
Oh, I haven't watched the news in like a decade, but it's like that was because I didn't care.
Neither did I.
Yeah,
but because of the pandemic and the election and like all the shit that was happening, like that, you couldn't escape from it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
So
like
bad.
if you hadn't stopped watching the news or like looking at social media shit within the past 5 years with the way that it was very clearly biased, if the last year didn't do it for you, I don't know what will, because Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, these people need a fucking purpose. This is not a new take by any means, but this shit has just replaced religion for them. Like liberalism, leftism, whatever you want to fucking call it, has replaced religion for these people because we killed God and now they need something to fill that hole. So they're like, well, I'm going to put my blind faith in this thing. Even though there's a lot of very easily pointed out fucking contradictions with the way that it works. So
it's definitely
that's why these people go so hard against people like us when it's just like, I just want to be left the fuck alone. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm sorry.
Well, you are.
Well, yeah, I fucking commit hate crimes against my black girlfriend's pussy every fucking night, but that's like, she was asking for it.
So now you're victim blaming.
Yeah.
Damn. That's hot.
Maybe if that fucking girl didn't want to get fucked by Dan Avidan, she shouldn't have texted him. Jesus Christ. Yes, I am victim blaming. I'm gonna triple down on all this bullshit. It's fucking...
I'll be curious to see where that goes, though, because, I hate Game Grumps.
Oh, I figured you'd be fucking ecstatic at this point.
No, I'm not ecstatic. It's like, I find it also tiring, of course, but...
Well, dude, like...
I'm never... Look, the thing is I'm never surprised now, because it's like, oh, so you're telling me a person who's popular on the internet is a creep.
Wanted pussy.
Oh.
Yeah, wow.
Like,
shocker.
Yeah, it's like, big surprise that they're sexual deviant.
Yeah.
I mean, most of us are.
We just don't get it put out to light because we're not famous.
Yeah, like it's like that South Park episode about Tiger Woods. Everyone was like, "Oh, how could he? How could he not?"
Yeah.
His only crime was that he was married.
Yeah, exactly.
He should have never gotten married.
That's kind of my point.
This Dan thing's a little different because it is different because if he was talking to people under the 8, if he was sexting people under 18, he is a bastard.
No, I agree. I don't know the details. I'm not going to make a judgment.
If all he was doing was trying to fuck, then I don't care.
Yeah.
Who isn't trying to fuck?
Exactly.
Who's trying to fuck? He is such a small pond, he is such a small fish in a small pond in relative terms that any pussy that guy can get, fucking, God, whatever. I can't think of a thing.
His fucking
if he wants to get pussy, he should be allowed pussy.
His fucking stage name is Danny Sexbang.
I know, it was there. It was always there in front of you.
Yeah, wow. Who shocked? No, but it's just like, yeah, fucking... I'm not saying he's not a creep, but just like... And I don't know the details, so I'm not going to make any judgments. But like, if he was just like talking to a girl until she was of age, and then he wanted to fuck her, then it's like, all right, that's just like a normal thing, I guess. It's not creepy, but it's just kind of like
creepy. It's creepy because he's twice their age. It's creepy.
I agree that it's creepy, but it's not like illegal. You know what I mean?
It should be.
Like well, then when? Okay, wait. This is gonna be bad. What's the age gap? If I want to fuck a girl who's 20 and I'm 24, is that okay?
Yes, because she's not in their age. When did you start talking to her? Did you start talking to her when she was 12?
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is like I don't know what the nature of the messages that he sent to her when she was underage was, but if he fucked her after she was 18, then like yeah, it's creepy, but at the same time, it's like not technically illegal.
But that's grooming. That's technically grooming.
Right. But like again, I don't know what the fuck the nature of those messages were. So I like
well, I don't know either. But we're arguing over something that neither of us know the fucking facts to. What are we, Twitter?
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't put a lot of stock into this fucking drama horse shit. Like when the texts come out, they'll come out and I'll make a judgment then. But if but all we know yeah, but all we know so far is like, oh, he fucked a girl after she was their age. It's like, oh man, how dare he? But fucking, I know it's not a great argument. I'm not wording it well, but it's just like fucking. I'm just so tired of this dumb horse.
I know exactly what you're trying to say. You are trying to legalize pedophilia. I get it.
No, I'm not trying to legalize pedophilia whatsoever. Japan and Israel are doing a great job of trying to do that without my fucking help. But it's like
Japan, no. If anything, they've taken steps to get away from that.
I don't know about
Israel.
that.
I don't know. Israel might be fucking kids. I have no idea.
Probably. No, it's just.
Oh, guess who else is a Jew?
Your mom? No,
Danny Sexbang.
I said that. I said that multiple times in the show already. Yeah, no shit, he's Jewish. That's
is Danny Game Grumps Jewish? What's his name? Jim Bob?
What?
I can't think of his name. Raptor, Ego Raptor.
Probably.
I didn't know he was 2 years younger than me. He's 34.
Yeah, dude.
Which makes it even creepier that he's been doing this stuff. Well, no, because then that'd make me a big creep. Because I talk to a lot of people who are 15 years younger than me. I'm not trying to fuck any of them though. Not yet.
Actually, it's just like I'm just tired of the fucking the e-drama bullshit because it's like look at the shit that happened with fucking pro Jared. Like it's not even because I don't care about these people, but it's just like, okay, guy.
The thing with pro Jared was he wasn't doing anything illegal. He was just cheating on his wife, but apparently his wife's a cunt. So there was no drama there there's no drama there because it was all stupid.
Right.
It was just shitty adults doing shitty things. I'd be more interested to find out what the hell's going on with Game Grumps because it's funnier to me if he's a pedophile or whatever you want to call him.
Fucking sure.
Yeah. If it's just adult, like, look, I have no problem with consenting adults. I don't care if one's 20 and the other one's 90.
Yeah, exactly.
If they're both consenting adults, I don't give a shit.
Well, that was the point I was trying to make. I thought you were trying
to say
that's
the point you were trying to make. And my point was that and I was saying, yeah, but if she was younger than that and he was being sexual towards her, but then didn't have sex with her, that's still grooming. It's like you're trying to argue away from my hypothetical. It's not a you're like trying to say no, but I don't know if that happened or not. What I'm trying to say is if they were adults, then it's okay. Of course, if they're adults, it's okay. I'm saying if she wasn't an adult, that means it's not okay. Do you agree with that statement? Okay, then that's what I was saying.
Yeah, this whole thing's stupid.
You're stupid.
Game Grumps is gay. Game Grumps hasn't been relevant for like fucking 6 years anyway.
Honestly, I had completely forgotten about Game Grumps until you mentioned them today.
Yeah, exactly.
I really did.
Exactly.
I really thought I had not thought of them. Like I still check up on my girlfriend sometimes, Spoonie.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But like I completely forgot and Nostalgia Critic because I can't stop like doing stuff with that picture of his where he's bald. But like,
dude, don't you wish your girlfriend was a freak like me? To that fucking picture of him where he has no hair at all.
Didn't that make your dick go inside out? Because
that
it was awful. It's like he looks down, like it's so suggestive. It's terrifying,
dude.
It's the worst. I think that's the worst thing I've ever done. That Wombo was fun until apparently now it's behind a paywall. Well, they just killed their fucking app.
Yeah. Anyway,
I do wish my girlfriend was like bald Nostalgia Critic though.
I wish your girlfriend was fucking Nostalgia Critic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I wish she would have sex with Nostalgia Critic.
Oh, dude. Could you imagine getting cucked by Nostalgia Critic?
I would be so proud. I'd be like, dude.
Like I don't even know if I'd be mad because I'd have the story.
That's what I mean. Oh, here's a question. Here's something you can ask Corey.
Okay.
This is a while ago, and Christina actually got mad at me. But I had a hypothetical. I said, "Would you be mad at me if I cheated on you with an alien?" And she goes, "Yes, because you cheated on me." I was like, "But it's an alien. First of all, this is a situation that will never happen. But if it does happen and I have an opportunity to have sex with an alien, I'm going to take that opportunity. Because imagine the story."
No, dude, this is just proving my fucking point that chicks are fucking lame as shit and dudes are awesome. Because you and I are both saying if our girlfriends cheated on us with Doug fucking Walker, I don't even think we'd be mad about it because it would be hilarious and we'd have a story for the rest of our fucking lives. Meanwhile, they get presented with a hypothetical that has probably no chance in our lifetime of ever happening. And then they're still mad about it. And it's I've even, even real people that fucking Jason Momoa. I was like, you know what? If you got the chance to fuck Jason Momoa, I'd be like, you know what? Go for it. Because that's kind of awesome. It's just dude. Yeah. That's just what I mean though. Chicks are fucking lame as shit. They can't, they can't hang.
It's like the same question. I love that tweet that some chick made about I am convinced that 90% of men would figure out how to summon a demon just so they could try to fuck it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah.
Why do you think we all want to summon demons? Duh.
Yeah, so we can fuck them. I mean, I was really surprised that she got a little mad at me because I'm like, it's an alien. I'm not even saying it has to be I would fuck an alien. You wouldn't fuck an alien? You'd be the man if you had sex with an alien.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't get it.
They just can't hang. It's the way they've used these situations with emotionally. Whereas we're just emotionally, yes. If Doug Walker cucked me with my girlfriend, I'd
Yeah,
be sad.
and your girlfriend fell in love with Doug Walker. Yes, that would be a problem.
Yeah.
That would be a major problem.
That would be a huge problem. But I'd also still be like, yo, my girlfriend fucking totally downsized for Doug fucking Walker. Oh, but he's got more money. Yeah, but look at him though.
Because Christina had a story that she this is before we started dating again, but there, in between she
got fucked by Doug Walker.
Yeah, Doug. No, she had a train run on her by, get this, Doug Walker, AVGN, Linkara, and Kevin Smith
and Film Brain.
And Film Brain. Well, Film Brain was in the corner
watched.
crying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because his penis was.
I don't think he even has
like a butterfly's mouth.
Yeah.
Who else? Kevin Smith. Jack
Black.
Jim
Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Who else do you hate?
I've come to terms with a lot of those people, but the only one I wish actual harm to come upon would be Kevin Smith. I hate Kevin Smith. I hate him so fucking much.
Yeah, although that one scene from fucking Clerks 2 is fucking great.
Oh yeah, well, no, I forgot. I love Kevin Smith. No, like I said, I just don't get it. The motherfucker has been relevant for 20 years. Like literally, Clerks 2 came out 20 years ago.
2006, so 15.
Okay. Okay. All right, fine. 15. But like, he hasn't made anything good since then. And like, he still shows up in things. Like, he's in this Blockbuster fucking documentary. Like, why? Why is he there? What fucking contribution does he have that he ever made to Blockbuster? Besides his movies, I guess? Like,
like an actual documentary on Blockbuster.
On Netflix, there's a documentary called The Last Blockbuster, and it's like literally, it's like the only blockbuster that's left in America is run by this woman, and it's like it's a story.
I'm guessing it's
not franchised anymore, right? I guess she just owns it and she's running it. But
yeah, because actually,
she gets the branding.
That happened to me with I had to get some very specifically tiny DC cords for some lighting for our kitchen because I ordered them off Amazon and the cords weren't big enough, and I was looking all around town and no one sells DC cables. Especially these tiny ones. But then they told me there's a fucking Radio Shack down like a couple towns from me that's not franchised and it's still open. And I go in there and like the dude has a fucking like a stuffed bear on top of one of the sales racks. And I'm like, yo, this is rad. But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what this Blockbuster is. And I'm like, oh, cool, I'd watch that. Fucking Kevin Smith plastered all over the goddamn branding for this advertising for this shit. And I'm like, why? What can he possibly contribute to this besides saying like, oh, you go to a fucking, I go to Blockbuster every day and I fucking look at a movie box. It's like,
I love your Kevin Smith impression, by the way.
Because he shows up like, he was showing up in those like the toys that made us.
Oh yeah. Well, he's a big fucking nerd fag. So of course.
That's the thing. He's a nerd, but like he doesn't. But like he's not especially knowledgeable about anything. It's like when he showed up in that TMNT documentary, like he shows up and says, "Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were great. You got Donatello, Leonardo, and Michelangelo." He didn't even name all the fucking turtles, and I'm not exaggerating. Like he didn't name all the turtles. And
I was just waiting for you to like, you're fucking Jerry Seinfeld. He didn't even name all of them. He forgot Raph, but
But like that's all he.
You know what he is?
That's all he did.
You know what he is?
What?
He's the male equivalent of a fake gamer girl.
He really is.
Like he's the fucking male equivalent of an e-girl. He's like, oh yeah, I made a movie where they mentioned Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, and now I'm the end all be all fucking what's the word I'm looking for?
You're right. He is George Lucas in a way.
He makes a movie that mentions Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, and he's the end all be all authority on nerd culture. That's how
it's like your friend.
Works.
Your friend got into that thread on Twitter, and seems like a nice guy, so I wasn't gonna fuck with him.
Wait, who?
I don't know. When I mentioned I didn't like, I asked why do people like Kevin Smith, and this guy was friends with you because of Nerd Clan.
I don't even remember now. I gotta find this actual thread. Hold on, I'm looking.
And he said, he just said that his podcast is funny, and they get high or drunk, and then they say funny things. So I just responded with a gif of Justin Timberlake, that slow zoom on him on SNL where he just looks like, come on, dude, like that face. Because I'm just like, like, all right, so like the guy was never a fucking pothead his entire life, and now he's a pothead, so people like him. Like, I don't fucking get it.
Oh, Marco. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
He said he loved our back and forth, so I pointed him to the show. So hopefully he's cool with all the stuff we say. He seems like he is. He seems like he's down.
He seems like a nice guy. But like,
yeah.
I hate Kevin Smith. I really do. And like that whole thing with him with the whole thing with the mask. Like that exchange, obviously, like, first of all, that exchange never fucking happened. Nobody in LA is giving anybody else shit for wearing a mask because they're all fucking faggots out there.
I'm sorry, I just saw this picture that someone shared that says it's almost jorts season, and it's just a fucking tiny pair of legs coming out of a big ass pair of jorts.
Yeah. I think that's
incredible. Holy fuck!
Is that Golf Dad or whatever?
Mr. Metzgermeister.
Oh no, that's my friend. The one I was telling you before that I watched the Monster Hunter
movie with. All right.
Yeah. No, we've been friends for like him and I've been friends for like 10 years. He knows I hate Kevin Smith. Actually, it was funny because we were talking the other day and he says, I was ranting about him. He says, I hope Kevin Smith shows up in everything you ever watch again. I was like, why would you say that? I was like, that is just mean.
Could you imagine Kevin Smith in fucking 2019 Joker?
But this is the thing. Like I mentioned it because he literally he showed up in 3 different contexts in that one day for me. I was watching an Oni Plays Let's Play that was like older that they put together as like a full play.
Yeah.
And they mentioned Kevin Smith, and I was like, mother. And then the Blockbuster thing they mentioned Kevin Smith, and I forget what the third instance was, but it was a separate instance. Just all the time, I can't escape the fucking guy. And then like the thing with with him, why do you wear a mask? That's overkill. Batman wears a mask. Batman doesn't wear a fucking mask. You're the comic book guy. Batman wears a cowl. He doesn't wear anything over his fucking mouth or nose. You fucking retard. I'm so glad people in the thread were like actually ripping on him. Because it's like, I felt like I was the only one. I was like, am I the only one who sees this guy for the fake asshole that he is? Like, people are finally waking up to this shit. Thank God.
It's just like I always say, you and me, we are the tastemakers. We just got to wait for everyone to fucking catch up to us. You know what I mean?
It seems to be true because like,
and I mean, it is a self-fulfilling prophecy because if you hate something long enough, eventually some other people are going to start to hate it because it's going to get old. But like, let's pretend I didn't say that.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying like we're starting a trend or anything, but it's just like I just see things, I guess, just before anyone else. Well, no, if I'm honest about myself, I start hating people like for very petty,
but that's why we're always right, because we're always ahead of the curve, because we can smell the shit from a mile away, and other people are like, "Nah, man, fucking Rick and Morty's great," and then a few years later, they're like, "Man, this Pickle Rick thing sucks shit." It's like, wow, fucking way to get, yeah. I know.
The whole reason why I started hating Kevin Smith was like back in like 2004 because I was sleep deprived at a Comic-Con in Philly, I guess.
Yeah.
Somewhere. And Kevin Smith was there, but then I found out he was...
Did you fucking kill him?
No, that's when I loved him. That's the other thing too, is that usually my hatred grows from love.
Dude,
I love that guy.
God, if only I was dating Corey when I went to that con that fucking Doug Walker was at. I could have pawned her off on him.
Man. Well, there's still time.
And I could be famous.
There's still time.
And then we could have got him in trouble all the way back when for fucking her when she was 22. And how old is Doug Walker like now?
I think he's like 47 or something.
So yeah, he would have been like 40, and then people on Twitter would have got mad at him for sleeping with a chick twice half his age.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we'd be famous. We'd get a settlement. We'd get our 15 minutes of fame. It'd be awesome.
So I didn't finish. So Kevin Smith was there, but he was charging $35 to talk to him. And I was like, fuck him. This is the guy who maxed out his fucking credit cards, nearly bankrupted himself to make Clerks. Now he's charging $35 for just regular people to see him. Fuck you. Of course, this was back when I was broke. So like now $35 ain't shit. Like I'd wipe my ass with 30. I mean, I wouldn't, but you know what I'm saying. $35 isn't an unreasonable amount to get a signed picture of a guy that you like. But at the time, I thought that was really shitty. And that kind of opened my eyes to a lot of shitty things that he was doing. Like when he was complaining about being too fat to fly. It's like, it's not the airplane. It's not the airline's fault that you're too fat to fly, fatty. It's your fault. Don't you realize this?
Society has to change around him, didn't you know?
That's what I'm saying. And I just noticed all these things. Like he was very bitter about the Clerks cartoon not getting picked up. And I vividly remember on the commentary that he was saying like, he's like, fucking Family Guy? What is that? That show sucks. Like he was like ripping on this other cartoon. He was ripping on Family Guy. And he's right. Now he is right in the end. The Family Guy sucks.
Yeah, but early Family Guy didn't suck. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. So he's like ripping on this other show, saying, "I can't believe that made it on the air, but not Clerks." And I remember I forget what actress it was, but he had a blog back in the day. He was just talking mad shit on this one actress that he like felt like snubbed him. And I'm like, man,
probably because she didn't get sloppy toppy from her.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this guy's petty. Like I realized, like
I'm gonna be just as petty.
Yeah. Well, no, it made me realize, I was like, why do people like this petty asshole? Why don't they like me? I'm a petty asshole.
Yeah, I don't expect people to like me either, but I mean, thank you if you do.
Yeah.
Even though I'm defending a known pedophile, Dan Avidan. Oh yeah, I'm seeing
pedophile in the public.
In one of the Discords I'm in, I'm seeing like posts that are saying that the happy birthday post was made in 2013. I'm assuming referencing her 18th birthday, but the sex stuff didn't happen until 2017. So I don't fucking know.
All right, look.
Who gives a shit?
Look, guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that same friend just messaged me about Game Grumps.
Fucking God, I hate the world. Trying to think if I actually saw or did anything. Watched The Red Eldorado. That was fun.
The Road. Oh, that's a great movie, and with a great hot chick in it.
Oh, dude, that's the only reason we watched it, because like I just wanted to
Chell?
off the Chell.
What's her name? Chell. Yeah.
Fucking picked up Mario Tennis Aces on sale in the Mario 35 sale, and Luigi's Mansion 3. Have not played Luigi's Mansion 3 yet because Luigi's Mansion is a bad series, but Mario's Tennis Aces was pretty fucking good, except for the fact that there's a whole gimmick in the story mode about like. I mean, it's in the whole game, but like you can break your opponent's racket and they can do it vice versa if they use like a special shot and you hit it at the wrong time. And it got really annoying in the story mode because it made it seem like if my fucking racket broke that I wouldn't be able to get it back. So I just had to keep replaying levels until like my rackets didn't break, and they're hard. It is not an easy game. But it was pretty fun. Story mode's like 3-4 hours. It's worth it. I'll play Luigi's Mansion 3 soon. I just didn't like the first one because sometimes Ghost would just get out of my fucking suction for no reason, even though I'm like pressing the analog stick in the right direction. I'm joking when I say that's a bad series. It's just like, I don't know why people love it so fucking much, but Luigi's Mansion 3 I've heard nothing but good things about. And it's by Next Level Games, who did the Mario Strikers games and that new Punch-Out for the Wii. So they are a good
that new Punch-Out game was good.
Yeah, Next Level Games is great. So I assume that Luigi's Mansion 3 will be really good based on that alone. And it looks like it's very creative. Like the fact that you're in like a haunted hotel, but like every floor is like a different theme. I'm like, all right, I can fuck with this. This seems awesome.
Yeah, it looked cute. Oni Plays was playing a little bit of it.
Yeah. But it was like, I'll get this while it's on sale. I've also kind of been dying. I don't know if I want to pick it up this paycheck, even though I got my Stimmy or whatever, but I want to get that fucking Clubhouse Games thing that came out on Switch. It actually kind of looks cool. Now that I'm seeing like all the different games that are in there. Are you even aware of this?
I'm sorry, say that again.
The Clubhouse Games thing for Switch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking of picking it up. It looks kind of cool. Do you even know?
Never heard of it. No.
So the DS had a game called Clubhouse Games, which was like a bunch of different like card and board games that were on the DS, and then they basically brought it back for Switch, but they added like games from all around the world. So you got like Mancala, Chinese Checkers, fucking Connect 4. There's some like other weird games that you wouldn't expect to be in there, but they totally are. So I think it's only like $40, which is weird for a Nintendo game, but I was thinking about maybe picking that up. It looks kind of fun. I bought way too many Switch games as of late. I bought the fucking Panzer Dragoon remake for like $6 and I still haven't played it. Yeah, but for $6, yeah, I'll buy Panzer Dragoon. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Game's like not even that many hours long. Paying like $1 for every 10 minutes of gameplay that's probably in that fucking thing. But I've always wanted to play Panzer Dragoon, and that remake looks awesome. Yeah, I don't know.
I just been playing a bunch of PlayStation. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Mario 3D World. Bowser's Fury's cool. I don't know if I talked about that in the last episode or not. But,
no, I don't think you did. And I've been watching Oni play it, and it looked. I mean, they weren't really enjoying it, and it made it look really boring.
Bowser's Fury's cool. I liked it. I 100%
is Bowser's Fury a part of Mario 3D World, or is that its own thing?
It's
okay,
like,
so it's
like
not
its own,
just.
It's like its own separate game in the like when you launch it, you pick either like playing Super Mario 3D World or Bowser's Fury.
Okay, because I was wondering why it was only like 3 hours or whatever. So so it's a part of 3D World, which 3D World was good, but I never got for the Wii U.
Yeah.
So I might pick this up.
Oh yeah, it's totally. If you've never played 3D World, it's totally worth picking up for this, even though it's like.
No,
$60.
I only played a little bit of it at Alex's house, like forever ago.
Yeah, and I don't even know which levels you play, but it's another one of those things that like Nintendo was doing back in the Wii U days, where like all the games they made were like they start out super fucking easy, and they're basically easy till the very end, and then once you beat the game, it's like, oh, here's another 100% extra amount of game after the fact. That's way the fuck harder.
That's like because
Mario
Treasure Tracker or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's literally the same thing that because Treasure Tracker was also a Wii U game that fucking. I mean, Treasure Tracker comes from Mario 3D World.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Toad, I mean, but
Oh yeah.
Those levels started as like a 3D World thing, and they got their own spin-off. But like,
that's right,
it does the same thing where it's like you beat the game, and all of a sudden it's like here's like 8 other worlds that are like way the fuck harder for you. Apparently, like the final level of 3D World is like one of the hardest Mario levels ever made. It's called Champions Road.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Let me look this up on Amazon because I think I might actually pick this up because I didn't realize it was included with 3D of the new 3D World.
Yeah, and Bowser's Fury's fine. Like I 100%ed it, and that probably took me like a good 6-7 hours.
No, it looked cute. It looks cute as an add-on, but I thought it was its own thing. I'm like, I thought it was $60. I'm like, I'm not paying $60 for a 3-hour fucking whatever this is.
They've been doing that with some of the re-releases, specifically the Mario and Luigi games that they re-released for 3DS. They remade Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and they added a mode called Bowser's Minions, and then they re-released I think Bowser's Inside Story for 3DS, and they put in another mode in there called like Fawful's Revenge or something. I don't know what those play like. I assume they play more like RPGs, but like it's the same idea where it's like take the base game that you bought and then sort of like twist the gameplay to make it like a fun extra add-on thing, where Bowser's Fury is just like, we're going to take the way that Mario 3D World plays, but instead of having you go through like linear levels, we're just going to make it a big open world thing with a bunch of like tiny islands dotted around that you can like fully explore.
Well, so, if I ever get my stimmy from that tripping old fuck,
dude, I got it fucking day one. I don't know, I still have a job, so I don't know what the fuck's like. I don't know what the fuck's happening with people not getting their stimulus checks. It's like fucked up. Like I don't even technically need the money, but I was one of the first people to get mine. Same thing with the last couple. Like I got my I never had to wait for my fucking stimulus checks ever. So I don't know what you didn't fill out that doesn't have you in the fuck. I didn't even fill out the census. We got like multiple fucking forms from like our census taker, and I just kept forgetting to fucking fill them out. So I don't even know if I'm technically on the census, but I got my fucking stimulus right away, so they've got me in the system somehow. Yeah, it's fucked up. I mean, I just dumped half mine in the savings because like, what else are you gonna fucking do, right?
I always got mine later than everybody else.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just fucked up.
Oh, well, last time with the taxes, I had them send me a check, and that's how they do it. So the first couple of ones, it was because it was taking forever because they were trying to send me a check.
Oh, like instead of direct deposit?
Yeah, then the last $600 was direct deposit, I believe.
Okay, yeah.
So with this one, I don't know what the hell.
But once I finally buy this stupid bitch a fucking ring, I'm going to buy a fucking Valve Index, I think, because I really want a VR setup. Now that I actually have a computer that can use one, you know, what's $1,000? What's another $1,000?
Isn't VR kind of dead?
I mean, yes and no, because, like, I've heard really good things about the Valve Index, and based on, like, the footage I've seen of Half-Life Alyx, it looks like it's pretty fucking great. I don't give a fuck about Half-Life, but,
yeah.
if it's a decent VR headset, I know there's enough VR shit on Steam that I would make good use of that. I would finally have a reason to pick up Beat Saber and a version of Audica that lets me load custom songs in instead of playing the fucking PlayStation version. So, oh, did you hear about that fucking, they're giving out like free 10 free PlayStation 4 games, next week.
On what?
The 25th.
No, I mean, how?
It's like, oh, stay home and play games. Let me find it. PlayStation.
Yeah, but do I have to have this?
No, I think they're just free. Play at home.
Because I don't have PlayStation Gold or whatever the fuck it's called. Plus.
I don't think you need Plus. I think they're just free. Because everyone's stuck at fucking home because of the corona. Or like, I think they did this last year too, but all they gave away was Ratchet and Clank.
Oh.
Yeah, as part of our Play at Home campaign, you can download and keep Ratchet and Clank for free before March 31st. The reboot.
I don't want that.
It's a perfectly fine game. It's a free game. Care. But anyway, starting from March 25th, which when we're recording this is Thursday this week, you can get Subnautica, Enter the Gungeon, Abzu, The Witness, Res Infinite, and then they're giving out some VR games, Astrobot Rescue Mission, which is fucking amazing. Moss, which is that one with the mouse that you wanted to play.
Oh, yeah.
You might be able to play that outside of VR. I'm not sure. Thumper, which is a really cool game that I wish didn't suck. And Paper Beast, which I don't even know what the fuck Paper Beast is. And then apparently next month, in April 19th, they're giving out Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition, so I can't wait to not play that game. Yeah, so that's neat. I guess it's just fucking a bunch of free games, no strings attached. Doesn't say you need PlayStation Plus or anything. So
when this episode goes out 3 months later.
Yeah, when this episode comes out in fucking October, I'm sure people are going to be like, damn, I wish I knew about that. But I think anyone who actually cares already knows about it. So, but it's neat. It's neat that they're doing that. I mean, the pandemic's not real. I think we can all agree now. So if they're going to give us a bunch of free games for it, I'm willing to take those. So
Why not?
I'm such an asshole. Fucking yeah. I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing Moss now that I have a VR headset that can play it.
No, that always looked really cute.
Yeah, I played a demo of it. It's cute. And some of these other games are in VR. At least like Res Infinite has a VR mode that's fucking mind-blowingly good. So that was one of the first things I bought when I got the PlayStation VR. It's like, and I'm buying Res Infinite the minute it goes on sale because I love Res.
Did you shove the controller up your ass for Res?
Yeah. No, but Res Infinite also does come with a VR exclusive like level, and because it's not a fucking remake of a PS2 game, this level it like looks incredible, like you're just floating around all these insane particle effects. I
tried playing Vib Ribbon again, and I just can't figure it out.
God, I fucking really want to love that game, and I do, but I also I would much rather just play like Parappa or DDR or something. You know what I mean? But the fact that you can put custom songs in there is neat.
You should check out I've been downloading like ISOs for my PlayStation Classic and playing them, and there's a rhythm game called Perfect something Yellow Monkey.
Perfect
something Yellow Monkey, and I guess it was a Japanese band, and you just hit the buttons to the
Perfect
beat for their
performer, the Yellow Monkey.
Yeah. It's not like the greatest, but I was like, oh, this is weird. There was a lot of Japanese games that we never got that are kind of
weird.
Neat. Yeah.
It's like animated, kind of?
Yeah.
That's weird. Damn.
And I guess I forgot to look up the music of the real band, but it's not bad.
Huh. Yeah, they look like Japanese fucking Queen or something.
Yeah, they do. Really, they do.
They all look like Danny Sexbang. That's all I can think of.
Yeah. Oh, nice. You got Danny Sexbrain on the brain. Danny on the brain.
Dude, he's in fucking House Party. I gotta quick fuck him in House Party before they take him out of the game.
You know they will. They've already did.
Honestly, I haven't played that game since they added the Game Grumps, and if they actually take them out, I'm not gonna be mad about it.
Like you said, who the fuck cares about the Game Grumps until they did something bad?
To be fair,
Aaron didn't do anything apparently.
I did. We were at a friend's house years ago, and like after I discovered the game House Party, and I put on their playthrough of House Party at their house to like show this guy how funny that game was. And their playthrough is kind of fucking funny. Like I'll give them credit. Like I don't watch them anymore, and I hadn't since like basically JonTron left. But
well, I think Aaron's a fucking asshole.
No, but like Dan's funny.
I guess.
He might have had sex with someone who's 18 years
old.
No,
I never.
So he's never funny.
I said he was all right. I never said anything bad about him before, but I never really thought he was that funny either.
He's definitely had some funny shit on Game Grumps. There was one where like he's like I guess he was doing like Gordon Ramsay, and he's like, that chicken is burnt so black it tried to steal my bike. Nothing.
Hilarious.
Wow.
Hilarious.
Wow. Anyway. So now that I'm a Dan Avidan simp because he's a pedophile, fucking, what do you want to talk about?
I think we can wrap it up.
No, I agree. I'm out of stuff to talk about anyway.
I gotta feed the cats and I gotta jerk off.
Oh, but we also watched Clue. I showed a bunch of people who'd never seen Clue, the movie Clue, and they loved it.
I just saw that again recently as well. But did you never see it before?
No, I'd seen it. They hadn't.
How old are these people? Are they like 10?
No, they're like 20 something.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, that movie is pretty old. I forget that it's like from the fucking 80s.
85. Yeah.
Oh shit.
But it was pretty great hearing the reaction. They were all laughing. Like, and the movie.
It's a great movie.
The sense of humor in that movie is very dry, very kind of corny, but like full of wordplay. But they were laughing, so I'm like, oh sweet, the future generation is not lost. I'm waiting for a couple different packages. One that claims it got to my fucking house, and it didn't.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
Yeah, I ordered a poster from Ether's Redbubble, and it said it got fucking delivered on Friday afternoon. It didn't, and then but my mailbox was really full Friday afternoon, so maybe they like tried to put the box for it in the mailbox, and it just couldn't fit, and they're holding it till like Monday. But the mail also came today. I just didn't think mail came on the weekends, but yeah, it's whatever. Like he sent me a link, like, oh, if you're having trouble with like Redbubble shit, go to this, and because they don't normally have a link for that shit on there, like on the order page where it's like, hey, your order came, and there's nothing that like there's no button to click that says like I didn't get it. But yeah, if it doesn't come by like tomorrow, I'll fucking message them. But I don't know if like something got fucked up somewhere and like a delivery guy was outside my door. I'm like, all right, whatever. Do I have to sign for this? With
Amazon, but it was the same thing. It was like they said it was delivered, and I was like, oh, they must, but it wasn't. And I was like, oh, and then it showed up 2 days later. So something like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, maybe it was just a mistake. I don't know.
It wasn't anything I needed right away, and I was just like,
yeah.
And it happened once before too, and they were like, well, just wait a couple days, and if it doesn't show up, then we'll give you the refund. So I did the same thing. I was like, well, I didn't even call them. I was just like, well, I'll just wait, and then it showed up. Yeah. I ordered a what are those, like a 7-inch record, right? Those are the smaller ones, or the 45s or whatever. I ordered one from Sick Animation.
Oh shit!
Because it actually has green lovers on it, and it has like him sucking Raffi's toes on the record. I was like, I didn't even know about it. He had shared or commented. Someone ordered that record. It came smashed. So this person was saying like, I just want shout outs to Sick Animation because my record came smashed in the mail, like without hesitation. He sent me out another one, and I was like, I'm getting that fucking record. And the other thing I ordered, I forget the artist's name, but I think I shared it with, I definitely retweeted it. It's that, it's, what's her name? Nurse Joy, but it's the cover of Blink-182's Anima of the State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was like, that's cute. Because even like, she had like a butterfly tattoo. So of course she has a Butterfree tattoo.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's so I found it very clever.
Yeah.
So I ordered that. I hadn't ordered any art in a while. And I actually like this guy's art, but it's most like, this is like titty art, but it's funny and clever. Like he has a lot of titty art, but I'm not gonna just kind of buy titty art.
Yeah.
I want there to be like something else going on.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I don't know. I went a little nuts with ordering weird shit online after I got my seat.
Oh, I did like a couple months ago. I've ordered,
no, but like stuff that I really don't need. Like I ordered a fucking Neanners t-shirt for Christ's sake.
You fag.
I ordered a fucking. They put out little keychain charms for the Honey Pop 2 girls, so I ordered one of those.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And the poster from Ether, because I'm like, yo, I'm ordering one of your fucking posters as soon as I get my stimmy, because I want one in my fucking. I mean, you saw the video feed when we started up here, and I have like this fucking LED strip going up my stairs now, and I also replaced like the light bulb above my computer on the desk, and I put some LEDs behind the desk. So like, basically, I look like a fucking twitchy girl now. But whatever.
Yeah,
it's awesome though, because it was like $50 total, and now my room looks sick.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of even getting another set of those like LED strips to put in the entertainment center downstairs in the living room, even though we never use it. So
I got one of those a while ago.
Check this shit out, niggas.
Yeah, I got one of those a while ago, and I had it downstairs, but then never used it. So then I put it in the game room instead. Yeah, and I use it like I said, I've been playing those PlayStation games. I also I ordered another EverDrive, but for the N64, so I've been playing games on there too.
Oh, nice. Did you play Quest 64?
No.
Did you play Space Station Silicon Valley?
I have that. I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah. Did you?
I don't have a lot of games. Like, look, I love the N64, but I will be one of the first to admit it did not have a lot of games.
It really
and
did.
a lot of the games now definitely did not age very well.
Nope, including Mario 64. So,
I'm coming to terms with that now. Yes, it doesn't.
They were
play
calling
very
me
well.
a fucking. They were making fun of me on the Discord because I told them like, yeah, I don't think Mario 64 aged very well because I played it recently on that collection, and guess what? It's fucking frustrating. And they're like, it basically came down to, yeah, it's frustrating if you're trying to 100% the game, which I was. So.
Oh well, yeah, and look, I mean, I've been very, I've had snap reactions to people saying that because I remember, I mean, like I played so much of it, but like I was trying to play it again recently. I'm just like, man,
don't you love it when you walk on an incline that has a 2% grade and Mario starts sliding like he's in a world made of fucking ice?
Well, the controls are just, I mean, just in general, like the controls are just not very precise.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, they were good for what they were at the time.
Yeah, and it was just something. Evolved. It was just something we got used to. I mean, it was something new that we got used to, like immediately, because it was new. But now, I mean, for Christ's sake, the game is over 25 years old or whatever. I mean, at this point, games have advanced so much that of course, that game's not going to age well. But I wouldn't say it's crap.
But
it's not crap. You can still get used to its jank.
There's some levels that are objectively bad.
Oh yeah, but the game on a whole is not bad.
No, but when I get to shifting Sandland, I want to kill myself. So,
yeah. Or that the Magic Carpet Ride one.
Rainbow Ride I knew was going to be a pain in the ass because it's the last
Rainbow
level.
Ride was
it's
always
shit like Snowman's Land and fucking Tiny Big Island that I'm just like, I cannot believe how much trouble I'm having getting some of these stars. And I mean mostly like the 100 coin ones.
Oh yeah, okay.
Tiny Huge Island, getting that 100 coin star nearly broke me, dude. I like fuck, because to have enough coins, you have to go through the level twice, basically. Once is Small Mario and once is Big Mario, and I'm like, fuck this, because I'd get like just enough coins, and then like get in the one room that has a bunch of like red coins or blue coins or something that I could like, get to 100, and then I would miss like one jump and have to do it all over again, and I'm like, I might kill myself. I don't know. This fuck.
The only game I still don't understand that people shit on now, and people shit on then, is GoldenEye. I don't have any problem with that game. I never have any trouble aiming or anything. So I don't know what people's problem is with GoldenEye.
I didn't grow up with GoldenEye, so I can't really say, but I can give that one more leniency because it's like the first big console FPS.
And the thing about it too is that like on the lower levels, on the easier level settings, you have auto aim, so it's not hard to aim. And then when you want to have more precision aiming, you hold R, and then it changes it to like you yourself don't move. You just
the cursor
move
in your field of view moves. I mean, the fucking Time Splitters 2 even still did that, and that came out years later on the PS2 when you had a proper analog stick.
Because people just say the game plays like crap, and I was like, I don't think so. It doesn't.
I don't know. I'd be willing to give that one more leniency because I think its growing pains are more obvious based on how far the FPS genre has come. But Mario 64 still looks and feels very much like a classic platformer, like a 3D platformer that you could find today, and people still suck its dick, like unabashedly. So when people tell me that game's still fucking good, and I'm like playing it, and I'm like sliding, like I stepped my big toe on a very slight slant, and Mario slides off the fucking level because there's no walls anywhere. Like the entire fucking floor is made of linoleum covered in fucking cooking oil. And it's just like, all right, what are we even doing here? I don't know. Mario Sunshine's also just objectively bad. That game's stupid. I don't know why people pretend they like that game.
It was good.
It's not.
Whatever.
At least in Mario 64, you could go and get all the stars in any level. You didn't have to play each level 7 times as like a mandatory thing to get to the end of the game. Also, you could do a backflip in Mario 64. So, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why they took that out.
I don't know. Like, whatever. Hey, you know what? This water pack thing we came up with this game for this game is really great. You know what would be awesome if like half the levels we just straight up took it away from you.
All right, fair.
Thank
fair
you.
Enough.
Now I get to run around this giant fucking set of children's blocks while I don't have a fucking backflip or a long jump or whatever. Because fucking Nintendo's great. I'm a chuckster. You're a fuckster is what you are. Jesus.
Ooh. All right. Show notes?
Hold on. Mario 64 sucks is the last show note.
Stop that.
Show notes: Zack Snyder's Justice League, Monster Hunter, Never Apologize, Dan Avidan, Chicks Are Lame, Kevin Smith, Nintendo games, PlayStation Play at Home, Mario 64 sucks.
What? Oh wait, didn't we say there was going to be a fucking
a reckoning?
Yeah. No, you were gonna have. I said, "Oh, that's gonna be the next banner," but I don't remember what it was. Oh well.
I don't remember.
You want it just to be us as Danny Sexbang and Aaron? No.
Can it be Nostalgia Critic, fucking Dan Avidan?
No. Can it be?
Please.
No. Can it be?
Pretty please with sugar on top.
Can it be Nostalgia Critic fucking me?
And Dan
and you're
watching in the window.
No, no, Dan, because I'm probably cutting all that out anyway.
Yeah, cut out the beginning at the very least.
At the very least, and I'm gonna cut out some other stuff too. But
okay.
Can it be you wearing a mask of Nostalgia Critic, fucking me?
Yes.
And I'm wearing a mask of Dana Avidan.
Yes. So it's okay. So it's me.
No, I'm sorry. You should be Dan Avidan fucking me, and I'm Nostalgia Critic.
Wearing a Dan Avidan mask, fucking Matt wearing a Doug Walker mask. He's gonna have like no hair, by the way.
Well, yes, obviously.
What's the title?
We already had Dan the Hot Dog Man. Dan the Sex Bang Man. No.
I want to relieve my semen sack inside of an alien.
No.
That's too long. It's almost George season.
Okay, fine. Oh, we should be. You're fucking me on a bed, and the bed is like I don't know, like Clerks, like sheets or something.
Why can't it just be a big pair of jorts?
No, I'm wearing jorts while you're fucking me.
Well, how?
Oh right. How? Your dick's so big, it's going up through the leg.
Can the bed sheets just please be a big pair of jorts?
Sure.
The bed sheets are a big pair of jorts.
This is a dumbass fucking banner.
I think we say that every week.
Yeah.
Can the title be Captain Boomerang Strikes Again?
No.
Captain Coomerang.
Okay.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah. Well, it should be Coomerbang.
Captain Coomerbang, what blows around comes around.
Fine. God, that's dumb. I like it. Well, then instead of the banner being us fucking each other, maybe we should be dressed as Captain Boomerang.
No, I like the first idea way better.
Okay.
It is way fucking funnier. This is gonna be horrifying.
Yeah, it is.
Like I can picture it now because I have to cut out like eye slits for where our eyes will go, and I'm going to make your nostalgia critic mask as shiny as I can.
Excellent.
Yes. As we're
God.
we're fucking on a giant pair of jorts and we're like falling off of a Mario 64 level. I don't know.
It's like, and Mario's looking on, like screaming, "No!"